Welcome to an edition of NRBBA's Small Biz Live. Today is our first time trying Small Biz Live on Facebook, and I'm Mickey Marraffino with Mickey M Marketing. And today we are super excited to have Michael Boutis, who is actually a local legend here. Anyone who's ever been to Brogino's knows Michael. Brogino's Italian restaurant on Artesia Boulevard. And if anyone's been paying attention, there's a lot of exciting things going on there right now. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you so much, Mickey. It's nice to be with you today. Exciting.
Yeah.
We're inside right now, but we have to go outside because that's what we have to do now to serve people wonderful Italian food and the best martinis in the South Bay.
Well, I have to tell you, going by your place, I feel like I've just jumped into a little slice of Italy. Can you show us what's going on outside?
Absolutely. We'll go outside now to what used to be our parking lot, but transformed every day now and every evening to a place where people could come and have their food and drinks. Say hello to everybody. These are his extended family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a little like Karen over here.
Oh, wow.
And now we've extended it for the weekend. We can go all the way back. So the parking lot actually bigger than the restaurant. So.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Plenty of room for people to come and eat tonight, tomorrow, and seven days a week.
So is it probably a good idea for people to make reservations?
We recommend it. We take them. So why not? But, you know, if you could probably show up and you wouldn't have a long wait for a table. But we take the reservation. So I always recommend that people make them if they know they're going to come in.
Right. Especially because you have such limited seating now.
Yes. And we do, of course, space everybody out the way we're supposed to be, spacing them out. And we're going to go back in now because it's a little noisy on the street. So,
well, you know, we couldn't really hear a lot of background noise from your phone. So,
okay, so that's not too bad then.
Yeah, I think it's great. And, you know, once you have one of your famous martinis and
everything, the problems start to melt away at that point, I think.
They certainly do. And I love your mural is so beautiful.
Yeah, we did have that redone, I think 2 or 3 years ago, from the original mural, which was also a Colosseum and Leaning Tower of Pisa. We went with a more Venice theme this time around, but a local artist, a recommendation from one of our good customers, and I think he did a great job.
Yeah,
I think you can
definitely.
see us from space now.
Yeah, and I feel like, oh, I'm sorry.
I think you can see us from space. It's very bright.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Well, Mr. Brogino just walked in, everybody. This is, can we see Tony now? There he is.
Yeah, hi, Tony.
Tony, this is Mickey.
Hi. It's so great to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, while we have you, give us a little history. Tell us how Tony's came to be, Brogino's came to be.
Well, this month happens to be our 43rd birthday. So the restaurant opened in 1977.
Wow.
And Tony is the man behind the curtain, we call him here, because none of this would be possible without his efforts every day to just keep us going. And he does a great job, and we're very fortunate.
It's good for my health, you know, to be busy and working physically, mentally, and stay out of trouble.
We like to keep him out of trouble.
Yes, I stay out of trouble. Yeah, it's just a lot of little things that you have to pay attention, from the flowers on the table and candles to the music in the background, and of course the food material, finding the right material. And it's not easy, especially now with COVID. Sometimes I look for shrimp for 2 days from here to there to find the one that I want. Steak and meat, same thing. Chicken, same thing. It's hard to find everything and put it together. But
he's been able to do it because we are serving our entire menu.
Wow.
Which I keep telling him is way too big, but about 80 different items, and we have our full menu available days a week.
Yes.
And we haven't had, occasionally we might run out of something, but for the most part, we've been able to stay pretty well stocked.
Yeah.
And certainly with the booze, we've been able to stay well stocked.
Yes, booze part, I enjoy buying that. I enjoy buying that. That's for sure.
We know that's very important. So Tony, so how did you end up starting Brogino's?
Well, I came here with wife and little boy. We immigrated here from Middle East. You know, there are wars and revolutions all the time, so we decided to come here. And then I was looking for a small business, and it was a small pizza place here that I could afford the little money I had. And we bought this place with my brother. God bless his soul, I lost him last year.
Mm,
Uh,
sorry for your loss.
anyway, so we work hard. That's all we do about restaurant business. Nothing but working hard and being honest with people. And then gradually people started trusting us. Because at first they didn't know where we were coming from. We look different. We have different accent. And then when they trusted us, it took, like 18 months or so, they started eating from our hands. That is the ultimate trust, that somebody eats from your hand. And the rest is history. We have been working and
43 years this month.
Yes.
And still going strong. I mean, we were doing great business before the COVID struck. We closed for 6 weeks because we didn't know how bad it was going to get. But then right around May 1st, we reopened for the takeout. And then when the governor let us open the dining room, we jumped on that right away, and we were seating about 8 tables at a time we could do in our dining room. And then a few weeks ago now, everything's outside. So we just pretty much moved the entire restaurant outside. And, we just keep going. I think the wonderful thing, my experience, my 14 years at Brogino's and working with Tony and our incredible staff, we do roll with the changes. There's been a lot of big changes and little changes over the years. But we still maintain, out of a little tiny kitchen, our chef who's been here for over 20 years, a menu of 80 items that we can serve at any given time. And it's tough. It's tough for the little guy always. I've worked in corporate restaurants. I've worked in fine dining. This is the harder part, because the little guy, it's a little bit harder, but it's so much more rewarding because you can have a very personal relationship with your customers. And we have literally hundreds of customers in the time that I've been here that are just lovely people. They come here, they celebrate their occasions, the birthdays, and I can't believe how the little kids are now taller than me, and all of a sudden they're graduating college and getting married. And, it's crazy that how the time goes by. But our customers aren't really customers; they're extended family.
Yeah, it's just like third generation customers. The kids that came with the skateboard and picked up the pizza, now they come with their SUVs and their families and their little kids, and it's just amazing. It's easier because they know us. If something goes wrong, they don't get mad or anything. Just say, "Okay, give me another one." As like friends, as Michael says, as we are family restaurant. I mean, to me, family restaurant doesn't mean that it belongs to wife and husband and kids. It's the staff that become family. Like Michael, 14 years. Hilario, 24 years.
24 years.
Yeah. It just, they become like a family, and sometimes we start shouting at each other, which is, a human relationship. It is part of it, but that's the max. Then everybody cool down, have a glass of Chardonnay, and go back to work.
Yeah.
So that is the secret. That's the secret. We don't have, so many employees to come and go. It's just forever. So
how many people work at Brogino's?
right now we have 7.
7.
But
Usually three in the front of the house and 3 or 4 an extra person on the weekend in the back of the house. You know, our kitchen is small. It's amazing. It amazes me how efficient that kitchen is run. I mean, they're the unsung heroes, our kitchen staff, because they get here 2-3 hours before anyone else, and they're prepping the food, and it's a big menu. I know you can see it on Broginos.com, but they execute it well 7 days a week, and they out of a little tiny small place. I've seen much bigger kitchens not able to do the volume and the quantity and the quality of my guys back there. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I know you said you're still offering the full menu. It seems like a lot of restaurants have.
We are proud to do so.
Yeah. So tell us some of your specialties, some of the more popular items.
We have all kinds of chicken, all made from fresh breast of chicken, like chicken parmesan, chicken scallopini, chicken and pepper, you name it.
Chicken piccata is my favorite. Is the piccata.
It's good, made with chardonnay, fresh lemon juice and capers. Same thing with veal. Whatever we make with chicken, we make with veal. And then we have a lamb dish, lamb Osso Bocco, that is famous. We make it here 4 hours, slow simmer with all kinds of herbs and spices. Then our shrimp is magnificent. I find the best shrimp scallops. I think the best scallops that exist in the market. That way, even if we try to mess it up, we cannot, because it's so good. We make different kind of sauces here. That is the secret, because chicken is everywhere. It's the sauce that adds to it.
Right.
Same thing, our salmon. I get fresh salmon come from Canada over ice, never frozen. I marinate it and then charbroil it here. And people love that stuff. Steak the same. I get Angus meat, ribeye, Angus ribeye, and marinate it for 10 days with layers of ice. And then I start serving it. People love it.
Yeah.
So many other things, pastas.
Our Alfredo sauces. We make it from scratch to order. Every order made to
really?
scratch. We can do it with chicken. We can do it with scallops and shrimp. We call that something different. That's the name of the menu item.
90% of the orders are made with one skillet from scratch. So it just from Alfredo, carbonara, from other ones that I don't remember. Yeah. So yeah, that's the way that it could last 43 years. Otherwise, the corporate restaurants, they just eat us for breakfast.
The restaurant business is really difficult. So to be celebrating your 43rd anniversary is miraculous.
It's something. It's something.
It is.
It is.
But the thing is that our hearts is in it. Like I was writing it on Google for somebody that gave us 5-star on Yelp, and I answered it. And I said, after 43 years, when I see a 5-star and a happy customer, I get excited, and I take it to my heart. So it's just heartwarming reaction of people that make us going.
Well, I know that you're one of the most popular restaurants in North Redondo Beach for sure. I live in the neighborhood, and I know a lot of people can walk to the restaurant or ride their bicycle to the restaurant. And I would imagine that many of your most favorite customers probably live in the neighborhood, because we all love our neighborhood restaurants.
We are, and that is really, in essence, what this very special restaurant is. We're your neighborhood Italian restaurant. We don't try to be what we're not. This is what we are. We're pretty good at it. It's a live performance every night. We come ready to do it, and it's
just whatever we do. It's just because we do it with our heart.
Yes,
not
very much.
Not looking that at the end of the month how much it comes to the account. Like we moved to the parking, people are so excited.
I
could-
know.
School, and I got 110,000 people reached. That is huge for a little place like us. 60,000 likes. It's just, I say, oh my God, just because we moved to the parking lot. It's nothing. But then again, it's
But
just
it's beautiful. You've done an amazing job between the mural and the furniture. It
Yeah.
looks like an Italian cafe.
Pretty much,
it
if you
is.
go, I told Tony, if you go to Italy right now, I was there not too long ago, or anywhere in Europe, if you choose to eat outside, you're pretty much eating on the street with the traffic, and you're enjoying the ambiance and the food and the wine just as much. I think just as much.
Well, and even more so now because none of us can travel. So if we want a little taste of Italy, we're going to have to come to Brogino's, right?
And we are here.
That's what I did to Michael. Michael had his reservation and ticket to go Europe. He goes every year. He goes to Italy. And then this year, I had a feeling that he's not going because he was preparing the schedule, and I was cool. And inside, I said, Michael, somehow you're not going. And then this virus came in, and then of course he didn't go. So now we brought Italy for him right here to the parking lot.
It's perfect. It's perfect. And I think it's even, in a way, it's even better to bring back your business because everybody can see it from the outside.
Yes,
Everyone who drives by can see the seating.
A lot of attention because we called it sunset dining under the stars.
Right.
And we put all twinkle lights on the trees at night. They twinkle like the stars. And I see all the drivers turn around and say, what is that? How come I didn't see it for 40 years? They were passing by.
They're passing by and seeing cars in the
Yes.
parking lot, That's
Yes.
I mean, I would love to see some of the outdoor dining stay even after we can dine inside because I think people love it so much.
Exactly.
It's nice. It's a nice experience. I sat out there a few days ago, and I enjoy sitting out there as much as I enjoy being in the restaurant.
We always have
Right.
a sea breeze here that went to waste on Artesia Boulevard, and now it's coming to our parking lot. And it's like massaging the customers with a glass of wine and a good food.
And we open at 4 o'clock every day. So by that time the sun is on to the west and the lot is on the east. So we have the nice shade even without umbrellas.
Oh, that's
Quite
perfect.
comfortable out there. And then the noise dies down a little bit more toward the evening. So it's been a great couple of weeks with the
between me and you, if the city let us, I go on all the day, COVID or not COVID. And then for winter, I put feeders out there because I'm loving it. So we'll see.
Me too.
We'll
So
see.
now you have some specialty cocktails too, right?
We do.
Yes, yes. Our martinis are pretty famous, and I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you don't want Tony making you a martini. I promise you that. He's good at a lot of things, but we leave that in my department.
Great. So we don't have a problem having a martini out in the outdoor cafe, right? Okay.
You have the same experience outside that you do in the restaurants. You're just outside. That's
Right. Okay. Awesome. So now you also do people can pick up and bring it home if they want
take
to.
out, and we work with right now with Grubhub, Postmates, and Uber Eats for delivery orders.
Okay.
But we do take out. We have a lot of regular customers that are regular takeout customers that they come a couple times a week.
Great.
Pick up their dinner to take home with them. So yeah, we're doing obviously more takeout than we did prior to the COVID, but we continue to do a good takeout business.
Well, I think the outdoor dining is going to bring a lot of attention to you because of, everybody can see what's going on and it looks so fun.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to be there.
Well,
Exactly.
people do need to get out of the house, even with everything that's going on. They need to eat, and why not finish a stressful day with a nice martini or a nice glass of wine? And we have the place to do that. So, and we can operate very safely, distance. It's very nice out there.
Great. Is there anything else we need to know before we sign off?
Anything else you'd like to add?
Just come on in.
Yeah.
I just bought so many tables and chairs, so the whole
We're here.
parking is
We're
ready.
We're
for
7 days a
customers.
week. We open at 4 o'clock every day till 9 during the week, 10 on the weekends. So we're a 7-day-a-week operation, full menu, takeout
Full
available the whole time we're open. And you can access the menu at broginos.com.
Oh, one more thing. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Satisfaction guarantee.
All here.
Well, you're making me really hungry and thirsty, so you might
come on
see me
down.
a little bit
Come on
later
down.
on.
All right, we might see you
Come on
later
down.
then, Mickey.
Dinner is on me. Come on down.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Mickey.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.